Good evening, and welcome to the Manhattan College Jasper News Roundup. I'm Brendan Reifenberg.
And I'm Aiden Roney. This is what's going on around campus in New York and around the world. Our top story tonight, Wuhan coronavirus. The U.S. has now confirmed its first case of the new coronavirus that appeared in Wuhan, China, last month. The CDC is only identifying the patient as a male U.S. resident. He is currently in isolation at Providence Regional Medical Center in Everett, Washington. The man recently traveled from Wuhan to Washington, but said he did not attend the animal markets where many of the patients were infected. Officials are compiling a list of people that the patient may have had contact with since his return. The Wuhan coronavirus, which has killed 6 people and sickened hundreds, can spread person to person, but not nearly as easily as viruses such as measles or influenza.
Hailstorm sweeps through Melbourne. Extreme weather is sweeping southeastern Australia as the country continues to battle deadly bushfires. Hailstones the size of golf balls pelted the region, including the Parliament House in Canberra and Melbourne, where the Australian Open tennis tournament has just begun. The storm comes less than 24 hours after massive dust storms swept through New South Wales, blanketing entire towns and blacking out the sun.
The Senate impeachment trial of President Donald Trump is scheduled to begin officially today. But first, there are a number of administrative duties for the Senate to consider, including voting on a resolution that will set the rules for the trial. Camilla Bernal is on Capitol Hill with the very latest.
Impeachment trial of President Donald Trump, there's still a fight over how it will proceed.
This is clearly an attempt to rig the trial.
Democrats accusing Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell of rushing the process and attempting to cover up President Trump's alleged wrongdoing.
It appears that Leader McConnell decided to go along with the president's desire to cover up his wrongdoing. Hook, line, and sinker.
And Republicans arguing the Senate process will be fair.
The Senate's fair process will draw a sharp contrast with the unfair and precedent-breaking inquiry that was carried on by the House of Representatives.
But reaffirming the Senate will not reinvestigate the president.
The House chose not to pursue the same witnesses they apparently would now like the Senate to pre-commit to pursuing ourselves. As I've been saying for weeks, nobody will dictate Senate procedure to United States senators.
This begins just the third presidential impeachment trial in U.S. history, following President Trump's impeachment on December 18th. Once the debate over the rules is complete, the next step in the trial is opening arguments, where the House impeachment managers and President Trump's legal team will each get 24 hours to present their case. On Capitol Hill, I'm Camilla Bernal reporting.
And now for sports. The Knicks played the Cavs in Cleveland, and we start off with the Cavaliers' Kevin Love. He takes a jumper in the first quarter to bring the Knicks up by 2. And then the Cavaliers, the Marcus Morris, he makes a jumper to make it 24-20. And next, the Cavaliers' Darius Garland. He makes a 3 and making it tied at 45. And Cavaliers' Larry Nance is next up. He just made a jump shot to make it 50-59. And Marcus Morris, he makes a shot but rolls his ankle on Kevin Love's foot. That makes it 65-54 Knicks. And the Knicks' Damian Dotson makes a layup to make it 79-64 Knicks. And Marcus Morris makes a jumper to win the New York Knicks.
2 new movies led the weekend box office. One did better than the forecast, while the other not so much. David Daniel has the Sunday estimates for the top 5 films.
Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker fell to 5th place, but $8.4 million gave the blockbuster a domestic total of $494 million. Jumanji: The Next Level took 4th place with $9.6 million. It's at $273 million domestic. 1917 fell from 1st to 3rd, but the Golden Globe and Producers Guild winner made $22.1 million.
We've no choice but to embark on this perilous journey.
Doolittle managed a second-place debut, but its opening weekend gross of $22.5 million was at the low end of expectations.
Putting your seatbelt on. Yeah, that's how we do it now. Right.
Bad Boys for Life dominated in its debut. The long-awaited action threequel overwhelmed expectations, opening on top with $59.2 million. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
And finally, instead of thinking about what he could get for his birthday, a 5-year-old boy in Illinois thought about what he could give. And he started helping kids in need through donated bedding. Tyler Sliz has collected 125 pieces of bedding, blankets, pillows, and sheets for a group called Sleep in Heavenly Peace. The organization builds, assembles, and delivers beds to children in need. Tyler's contribution started with a video to guests for his birthday party in October, asking for pieces of bedding to donate instead of presents. Bedding donations and checks continue to come in. That's all for tonight. For Manhattan College Jasper News Roundup, I'm Brendan Reifenberg.
And I'm Aiden Roney. Have a great evening.